know we have room to improve, and I am committed to addressing the issues identified by the committee that remain a concern. In light of the fact that these techniques were abandoned 7 years ago, however, my fervent hope is that we can put aside this debate and move forward to focus on issues that are relevant to our current national security challenges.
All right, and that's a key, folks. These tactics, unfortunately, were banned by President Obama, who decided instead of capturing terrorists and interrogating them for information, he would just kill them. If he thought he knew where they were and thought they were terrorists, he would just send a drone and kill them, and collateral damage be darned. Joining us now on the Malzberg panel, so the question is, why did Dianne Feinstein even find it necessary to go there now when even John Kerry said don't? Let's weigh in with the panel here. President of New Heights Communications, Christy Setzer, and Kevin Jackson, creator of Blacksphere.net and author of the new book, Race Pimping, the Multi-Trillion-Dollar Business of Liberalism. There it is. Wow, good picture of him on the cover. Look at that. Good picture, Kevin.
I'm a good-looking guy. Just ask.
All right,
Yes.
Christy, you want to weigh in on that? All right, let's start with
one thing we can agree on.
All right, Christy, let me start with you. John Kerry asked Dianne Feinstein not to do this, not to make this report public now, saying it could put American lives at risk. In the aftermath, the FBI put people on warning here. Our troops and Marines are on alert all over the world. Was it worth it?
I'm with Dianne Feinstein on this. Look, I think it's important for Americans to know what exactly it is that their government is doing in their name, and that
they're not doing it anymore. They're not doing it anymore, Christy. It's over for 7 years.
Okay. I mean, well, then what the American government has been doing in our name, you know, and does this really comport with how we think of ourselves as moral human beings and good Americans who believe in democracy and the rule of law and all of those good things? And it would seem that no, this doesn't square with that. So, you know, again, I'm with Feinstein here in making this public.
All right, I heard the good-looking guy moaning. Go ahead.
Well, look,
go ahead.
What bugs me about this is, first of all, anybody with any sensibilities knows that if you ask the average American if your son or daughter is missing and you have a way to get them back, what do you want the government to do to get them back? And I say, do anything and everything. And it isn't about morality. The United States is a moral country. If you start attacking our citizens, then we become very angry and we get immoral. But the bigger issue is the idea that Barack Obama wants this terrorist report to be unleashed about a clandestine agency, the people that get up every day that have to protect us from things that most Americans would not want to know anything about. And then they want to cry foul. And Steve, as you talked about, Barack Obama can go launch drone missiles and nobody says a word. The left, yet again, are disingenuous about what they want. It's okay to go bomb people with drones and have some soldier sitting in a room 2,000 miles away dropping bombs on innocent citizens. But God forbid we waterboard somebody or do something that they consider to be torture. I will tell you, waterboarding is nothing in comparison to what I'll do to you if one of my kids is missing and you have the information as to where I can find them.
Right. Well, first
Christy,
of all, I don't
what about the Obama issue, the drones? You support that?
I do. I mean, I don't know. I think, Steve, that you introduced that as though it were a bad thing, that President Obama would rather kill the terrorists where they are than torture potentially non-terrorists who we've imprisoned.
No, that's not what I said. First of all, I don't use the word torture, Christy. It's not torture. I just had a former Navy SEAL and FBI agent sitting here next to me who said he was waterboarded often as training for the military. Do we torture our own soldiers then, Christy?
Yeah, I guess maybe we do, but we're doing a lot more than waterboarding at Guantanamo. What we were doing is, and what this report shows, we were putting people in isolation for up to 47 days. I mean,
that's too bad. Christy, let me ask you a question real quick. So you have no problem with killing somebody with no jury, no trial, no nothing, just acting on intelligence and blowing them and whoever's around them to smithereens. That's who we are. That's moral. But getting someone and trying to stop an attack that might kill your child or my child because we believe that person has that information, that person we should sit down to dinner with and discuss it, right?
No one's talking about sitting down to dinner with these guys, Steve. What we're saying is let's try to actually bring the people to Guantanamo who we actually think committed a crime, and not all of them.
And then we can free them again.
All right, we're going to come back with part 2 of the Malzberg panel. Christy and Kevin, don't go away. We're here on the Steve Malzberg Show only and always on Newsmax Television.